hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. They linking up together to make the world better. They wanna know who's clever. This chestnut checkers. This chestnut checkers. This chestnut checkers. They linking up together to make the world better. They wanna know who's clever. This chestnut checkers. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. They applying real pressure, cause this a new endeavor. They wanna know who clever. This chestnut checkers. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. This that 2020 vision. They pulling off their mission. By 2025, they want the population missing. They switching up the language. They working us at angles. A suit and a smile. They rob us like a gangster. They laughing cause we dumb. They jab us in our arm. Like an addict, they are numb. They're addicted to our harm. We falling for the charm. They ringing false alarms. They read us like a palm. They use us like a pawn. They think they done won, but really they are dumb. Cause when Christ comes, they shoot nuke bombs. They many steps ahead. We going where we led. We eating what we fed. We spiritually dead. They linking up together to make the world better. They wanna know who clever. This chestnut checkers. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you on. They applying real pressure, cause this a new endeavor.
Good morning, happy Sabbath. Welcome, my brothers and sisters, to another Bible study. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, beautiful opportunity to sit down, breathe, take a minute and rest into his word. It's a beautiful opportunity that God gives us a chance to do that every single week. It's an opportunity that we shouldn't take for granted. And it's a beautiful opportunity because we don't have to do it alone. We got brothers and sisters that want and seek to do the same thing, seek after his heart, what God is trying to show, don't want to be left in the dark. So we got brothers and sisters on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. And my brothers and sisters from Be Strong Courageous on Zoom. Good morning, happy Sabbath.
Good morning, happy Sabbath.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I asked my brothers and sisters, before we get started, peace and blessings. Before we start our Bible study, you know what it is. So, man, you know, when we start this journey and we get on this walk, it's a lot of things that if you really, really want to seek them and you really, really want to know them, you really want to know every element to what that means. You don't want to be left in the dark. You don't want to be left up to circumstance. You really want to know. You don't want to take anyone's word for it, right? So it's very, very important that we dig into God's word. And when we dig in and we slow down, we take opportunity. Because if we don't, we may become in a situation where the religious leaders and the religious people that was around during Jesus's time, the first time he came, will find ourselves in that same predicament, right? Being blind and not being able to see what's right in front of us. We call the Bible study today, how can the enemy see what religion can't? If I ask you that question, how can the enemy see what religion can't? What comes to mind? Anyone?
You can't even see your own hypocrisy on things.
Yep. Anyone else?
Appointed times, like the times, God's timing.
Appointed times, God's timing. Yep. Anybody else?
What does the enemy have up his sleeve?
Okay.
What does the enemy know that we don't even know?
All beautiful answers, right? We're gonna my hope and prayers at the end of today's Bible study that we really get a clear understanding of what Jesus was showing back then, what he continues to show, and we get an understanding and we go out and share this understanding with everyone else, because it is going to be so devastating in the times to come for people that continue to fall for these same trickery, for these same steps, continue to harden their hearts, continue to do the same things, right? So you ever heard the phrase, and some of us are parents, we may have even said it, like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but what?
Names will never hurt me.
Words.
Names or words will never hurt me, right? As we've grown as adults and grown into mature believers, is that statement true?
No, sir.
That statement is not true at all. We start to learn how words are very important. Our words are very, very important, and they can hurt. Is that correct?
Yes.
So let's open our word today. We're going to go to Matthew 12. Matthew 12. And we'll start at verse 34. All right, everybody ready? It says, you brood of vipers, how can you who are evil say anything good? For the mouth speaks what the what?
Heart is full of.
What the heart is full of. Right? So what we speak in our words, they're merely only a symptom of what's in our heart, a symptom of what our condition is. Correct? Right? Let's keep reading. A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in him, and an evil man evil things out of the evil stored up in him. But I tell you that everyone will have to give an account on the day of judgment for every empty word. There goes that word again. They have spoken. For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned. So as we get started today, you start to see how important our words are and what they are a reflection of, correct?
Yes.
I just want to be clear. I didn't make that up. I didn't twist that to make it sound like what I wanted to sound. That's what the word says. Is that correct? Because it's important. What we're going to read today is the words. And we just discussed what the word is a reflection of. All right, the heart and the condition of someone. The words and the heart conditions that was around when Jesus came. And how they were so caught up in their religious tradition. They were so religious. They were so smart. They couldn't see what was right in front of them. But someone saw it. Right? Let's go to John. We're going to go to John 8. And let's dig in. We're at John 8. We're going to start at verse 1. It says, but Jesus went on the Mount of Olives, and at dawn he appeared, and again in the temple courts where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach them. And the teachers of the law and the Pharisees brought in a woman caught in adultery. Now, who do they bring in? We talked about this before. Who do they bring in?
Brought in a woman.
The woman.
And she committed what?
Adultery.
With herself?
No, sir.
They made her stand before the group and said to Jesus, teacher, this woman who was caught in the act of adultery, and in the law of Moses commanded us to stone such a woman. Now, what do you say? Did the law of Moses state that if someone get caught in adultery that you stone the woman? Y'all hear the heart in it?
Yeah. What about the nation?
Correct. The wages of sin is what?
Death.
To all parties or to one party? So there you go. As we start to walk, we're gonna start to see he breaks down, right? That favoritism, that stuff that's off in their heart as they're practicing these religious traditions, and they're teaching and leading in these religious traditions, right? Jesus said, teacher, to this woman, I'm sorry. Now what do you say? Jesus said they were using this question as the Pharisee said, now what do you say? And they were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis of accusing him. But Jesus went down and started to write on the ground with his finger. And when he kept on questioning him, he straightened up and said to them, let any of you who is without sin be first to throw the stone at her. And he stooped down and wrote on the ground. What happened next? Someone read 9 and 10. Someone read 9 first.
At this time, those who heard began to go away one at a time.
Who went
first?
Who went first?
Those who had heard began to go away. At that time, the older ones first, until only Jesus was left with the woman still standing there.
So the older ones, they went first.
Yeah. The accusers.
Well, all of the accusers left, but the older ones first, and then everyone else until Jesus was left, until the accused, the woman, was standing there. Right? They had no intentions of bringing her to get justice or to get healing or to get, y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all hear it?
Yeah, the sentences was already there.
The motives is off. It's going to be very, very important about words and what they're a reflection of. God says, judge them by their what? Fruit, correct?
Yes, sir.
So Jesus straightened up and asked her, woman, where are they? Has anyone condemned you? And she said, no one, sir. And he said, neither do I. Declare, now go and leave your life of sin. Religious traditions today and people today love this sentence right here. When correction comes and rebuke comes, ye without sin cast the first stone. You hear the heart in those words versus the heart when Jesus said it. What is it that religion can't see? And they still can't see for the most part today. Watch the heart and the patience as this dialogue continues. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Let's read slowly. Let's listen. Let's listen to it. The Pharisees, they asked the question because they wanted to know. The Pharisees were inquisitive. The Pharisees had the heart to really dig and get to the heart of the matter. Is that true? Or what does 13 say?
Pharisees, read it or?
Read it.
Okay. The Pharisees challenged him.
They challenged him. Pay attention. We're going to go slow so we can get it. Pay attention. Listen to the words. They challenged him. Here you are, appearing as your own witness. Your testimony is not valid. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on a second. Text her and let her know we live, Ma. Y'all give me a second. I'm sorry about that. Right? Jesus answered, even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid, for I know where I come from and where I am going. Listen to his words. Listen what he's trying to explain to them and try to show them. But you have no idea where I come from or where I am going. You judge by what?
Human standards.
Couldn't they stop him and say, what does that mean?
Yes, sir, they could have.
Couldn't they stop and say, hold on, well, wait, hold on. Couldn't that have convicted them? And said, they could have sat back and said, wait a minute, I do be, yeah, man.
Like self-evaluation.
Right? Could they continue to listen to these words? I pass judgment on no one, but if I do judge, my decisions are truth because I am not alone. I stand with the Father who sent me. In your own law, it is written that the testimony of two witnesses is true. I am the one who testifies for myself, and my other witness is the Father who sent me. Then they asked him, what they asked him, Stedman?
Where is your Father?
Jesus said, you don't know me or my Father. If you knew me, you would know my Father also. What could they have asked next, Stedman?
Who is your Father?
Couldn't they have been more inquisitive? Hold on. Could they have sat down and put their pride to the side and say, well, wait a minute.
We know your Father, because some of them did. So who are you really speaking of? Like, you're just saying, like, basically they could have broke it down more instead of just staying in their feelings.
Still in their pride, still can't hear, still can't see what's right in front of them. He spoke these words while teaching in the temple courts near the place where the offerings were put. Yet no one seized him because what?
The hour has not yet come.
His hour hadn't come. The time hadn't come. Right? Because as we know, consistently, God operates strategically and on a specific timeline. He don't do stuff just willy-nilly, freely. Right?
Yes, sir.
Once more, Jesus said to them, I am going away, and you will look for me, and you will die in your sin. Where I go, you cannot come. Right? What they asked them in verse 22.
Brother. This is the way the Jews asked. Will he kill himself? Will he unalive himself? Is that why he said? Is that why he says, where I'm going, you cannot go?
What could they have asked?
Where are you going?
You see? See what the words reflected?
Yes, sir.
So when we have, let me ask a question real quick. So when we have bad language, we can fix our language, right?
Yes, sir.
So if we have bad language that reflects a bad heart, we can fix our language. When we truly have a desire, we can seek him and he can fix our what?
Word.
So it's not impossible.
Right.
So at this part of the story, they're not in no man's land. They're not unredeemable at this point, correct?
Correct.
So this is a pride and a heart issue, correct?
Correct. And they're not accepting the one that changes the pride and the heart issue.
And these are teachers of the law, religious leaders. These are religious people.
Right.
Why can't they see it? Let's keep reading. But he continued, you are from what? Below, and I'm from above. You are of this world, and I am not of this world. I have told you that you would die in your sins. If you do not believe that I am he, you will indeed die in your sins. If you do not believe that I am he. So what is he saying? If you do, is the door still open?
Yep.
Is he yelling at them? Is he screaming at them? Tell them how wrong they are?
No.
Right? Now now listen. In 25, what they say, Stedman?
Who are you?
Who-
They asked. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning.
Hold
My bad.
on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Stedman, read 25 real slow.
Who are you?
Who asked that?
They asked. The Pharisees, the teachers of the law.
Somebody write that note down for a second.
They should.
Because we're gonna get somewhere in a minute. Go ahead, Mama Sue.
You read it this way. Who are you?
Uh-huh.
There.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
So everybody, thank you, Mama Sue. And Mama Sue, remember that, because when we get to that point, I'm gonna have Mama Sue say that again. Jesus said, just what I have been telling you from what?
The beginning.
Right? So I have much to say in judgment of you, but he who sent me is trustworthy, and what I've heard from him, I tell the world. They did not understand what he was telling them about his Father. Right? So say y'all, they didn't understand, but they're going to what? Understand.
Yes.
Right? Let's keep reading. When you have lifted up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am he, and that I do nothing on my own, but speak just what the Father has taught me. The one who sent me is with me. He has not left me alone, for I always do what pleases him. Y'all hear those words? Y'all hear that language? We have to understand. I'm going to say this again. Y'all hear the words? Y'all hear that language? People weren't hearing this before Jesus got there in that way. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Even as he spoke, many what, Stedman?
Believed in him.
They believed in him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good enough?
No, sir.
We know that, correct?
Yes, sir.
Because even the who believed.
Even the demons believe and tremble.
So to the Jews who had believed in him, Jesus said something. What did he, before we read what he said, what is Jesus saying? He's saying words. Right? And when you can't hear and see in the spirit, spirit words trip you up. Spirit words offend you. Spirit words reveal what's in your heart. Spirit words show whether you're humble or not. To want to hear more spirit words. Ain't that like a simple way of putting it? I hope I don't want to overcomplicate it. Like you start talking, y'all know, like when we get around each other, right? And we fellowship and we go 2, 3, 4, we in the morning, we all talking, so because no one is getting tired of spirit words. You ever been somebody and you talking a word and they get irritated? They don't want to, you can't have that conversation long. Ain't that what this is?
Yes, sir.
So the Jews who had believed in him said, and then Jesus said, to the Jews who had believed in him, Jesus said, if you hold on to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. These are, what kind of word are these?
Spiritual.
These talking in the spirit. But do they hear in the spirit? Or do they get caught up in the words? Right? They answered him, we are Abraham's descendants and have never been slaves of anyone. How can you say that we shall be set free? How does that sound?
Very arrogant. Very, you're talking about their words, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, very arrogant, very like sure of themselves. Pumpish.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
pump, that was the word I was looking.
have you ever tried to share the word with someone and you can't tell me nothing? I've been saved 20 years.
Yeah, I'll be in my Bible.
Have we tried to go share this end times message with religious leaders in churches in private? And we can't show them anything because of how long they've been doing stuff. They've been studying Revelation, all of this for 20 years and all of these things, right? We've heard that language before. Did Jesus go off? He said, very, very truly, I tell you, everyone who sins is a slave to what? Right? He's trying to tell them, like, hey, listen to what I'm telling you. See what I'm trying to show you. Now, a slave has no permanent place in the family, but a song belongs to it forever. So if the Son gets you free, you will be free indeed. And he tells them, I know you are whose descendants? I know you're who?
Abraham's
I know that.
descendants.
You're correct. I know that.
It's
But
obvious.
but what? You're looking at ways to unalive me because you have no room for my word. No room where?
In their heart.
And how do I know that you don't have no room in your heart for my word?
By your words that you're using.
I'm telling you what I've seen in the Father's presence, and you are doing what you have heard from
Your Father.
Couldn't they stop? What they could before we read their response, what they could have said. Who? Hold on. Wait a minute. What you mean? Wait. Hold on. Ain't but one. Hold on. Ain't but one. Hold on. But you have no room. Think about what I'm saying. The religious leaders, the teachers of the law, that the prophets, and they had prophets that spoke of the Messiah that's right in front of them, and they couldn't see it. Does everybody getting that? Can you imagine
Yes, sir.
giving your money to a financial advisor and they don't know what, they don't even know, they did all that studying on investing, they know all the laws, all the rules, they know, they to the T, and they don't know the biggest gold mine investment that's sitting right there in front of them? You see the concept? How are you the one that's missing it? See how egregious of a problem that is?
Yeah.
But their answer is, go ahead.
They had head knowledge and no heart knowledge.
There you go.
No spiritual knowledge.
Abraham is our father, they answered. What's their answer?
That Abraham is their father.
Let me show you something about.
It's funny how they lied too. They said, when they said we'd never been in bondage, if they knew about their roots, they were in bondage. To the Syrians, to the Egyptians, the Babylonians, they knew about their history. I know it was, Jesus was trying to free them from the bondage of sin, but even they was lying even then about their own history.
They aired out their opinions and their thoughts. They weren't consistent in their responses. Stedman.
Yes, sir.
What's your father's name? Not your physical father. Or you don't have.
I'm about to say my earthly father name is Shay.
Correct, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask you that in 5 minutes or next week or a month from now, and your answer will be
Shay.
because you're 100% sure that you've
Sure.
experienced.
Yeah.
Correct? You're not just sprouting things out of your mouth. Right?
Yeah.
Abraham is our father. Jesus said, if you were Abraham's children, Jesus said, then you would do what Abraham did. As it is, you were looking for a way to unalive me, a man who has told you the truth that I have heard from who?
God.
Abraham did not do such things. You are doing the works of your own father. What's their answer?
Bro. And I mean, even with that, bro, like, you know, like you were saying their words, they were just spouting out just from like, oh, well, Abraham's our father. Him saying, well, I know Abraham is not your father because Abraham didn't even do things like that.
100%.
So, like, bruh.
You see, you're sprouting out the just words. You see how religious people can say things and the jargon it sounds good, right? Maybe even be a little bit correct.
It's the heart behind it.
The heart behind it. Why can't religion see it?
A wineskin.
Does he wipe his hands and walk away? Jesus?
No.
How can't you, why can't you see the heart in it? Flip the tables in an exchange going back and forth like this, would they have this much patience?
No.
At the beginning of the story, we read what they tried to do to the woman. That you see how quickly that escalated?
Yes, sir.
We are not illegitimate children, they protested. The only father we have is God himself. Stedman, what's your father's name?
Shay.
Right? Listen to the response. So if God were your father, so you would love me. If God was your father, if Abraham was your father, you would.
Yeah. You love me.
It don't change that your heart is really, really messed up.
Yeah. It don't matter. Like I got you, right?
It says in 43, why is my language not clear to you? Why can't you see the problem? Because you are unable to hear what I say.
Bro. Never.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I see what you're talking about, like his heart behind it, because it's like when you say those who have ears to hear, you know, will hear, and then they also ask some questions. You know what I mean? And basically what you're saying, like the questions would have been coming, not the arrogance. And then the fact that he was so patient with trying to walk him through, keep on giving different scenarios, but still on the same thing. And then now we're about to get to 44, where now I just got to tell you exactly straight up what I was saying.
Correct. Because you're not hearing it. You're not listening. And you know why you're not listening? Because you don't have no room in your heart. So now you're unable to hear what I say.
So it's like a form of hardening their hearts.
100%. And we're gonna read it. So you belong. Go ahead, Stephen.
44, right?
Yeah, read it.
You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there was no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and a father of lies.
Couldn't that have convicted them?
Yes, sir.
Couldn't that have could they just said, whoa, hold on. I ain't trying to be that.
Yeah.
But they had no room in their heart. This is what Jesus said in his word about religious leaders of the time. And they can't see it. Although they got ears they can't hear, eyes they can't see. Let's go to Matthew real quick. Matthew 13. Start at 10. Somebody read that for me.
I can read it. The disciples came to him and asked, "Why do you speak to the people in parables?" He replied, "Because the knowledge of the secrets of the kingdom of heaven has been given to you, but not to them. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. This is why I speak to them in parables. Though seeing they do not see, though hearing they do not hear or understand. In them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah. You will be ever hearing, but never understanding. You will be ever seeing, but never perceiving. For this people's heart has become calloused."
Stop right there, Mama. Hold on, stop right there, Mama Sue. Their heart become what, Mama Sue?
Callous.
Anybody know what a callus is?
Yeah, no oxygen blood is getting through.
Or hard layer of skin.
It's just hard. It's hardened.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
like stepping on a rock.
You can step on hot coals and not feel it. Bro, even with that, people have to cut that off. The hard piece. You know what I'm saying?
100%. That's how the true healing starts.
Yeah.
For this people's heart has become callous, hardened, no room for it. He is talking about, because they asked him, "Hey man, why are you talking to them in parables?" He's talking about the religious leaders and the teachers, the ones that couldn't hear him, that turn a blind eye to the blind ear. They're doing it today. But listen to his heart again. They hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, understand with their hearts, and turn, and I would heal them. What is he saying? What is his heart? What does he wish they do?
Open their hearts and be saved.
But
Turn to him.
turns, I'm hoping that no one perishes. That you would just turn your heart and open your ears and just listen. But blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear. For truly I tell you, many prophets and righteous people long to see what you see, but did not see it, and to hear what you hear, but did not hear it. Y'all hear his heart in that? And religion It's doing the same thing today. Because what do you think Daniel longed for in his time? To understand what was in that what?
And that sealed up what
They
was sealed
they
up.
long to see what you about to see. Long to be there to humble themselves and to follow the Lord and to live righteously and to set that pride aside. But you got callous in your heart. You ask question like, who is he? The religious leader. The one that before Jesus showed up taught of the prophets, and the prophets taught of the Messiah coming. Then the Messiah shows up and you can't see him.
Because he's not what you perceive.
Because he don't sound like that religious tradition. And that's happened today because people only think that God and his son, the Messiah that came and laid his life down for it, comes in a certain box and presentation. That is religious tradition. And if it's not like this, then it's not of him. Why can't religion see it? But the enemy can. We still in Matthew. Let's jump back to chapter 8. Let's go to verse 5.
Just read from
Yeah, read. I'll pause you in and out. Just start at 5.
All right.
Read slow.
When Jesus had entered Capernaum, the centurion came to him, asking for help. Lord, he said, my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly.
Everybody know what a centurion is?
Yes, he was a Roman soldier. If I'm
He's
not
like a
mistaken.
like a commander. Is he a religious leader?
No, sir.
Is he a teacher of the law?
No, sir.
He has been a representation of religion and the religious traditions of his time.
No, sir.
So let's listen to his words, his language, his heart posture. Keep going, bro.
I'm gonna read that over.
Yep. Yep.
Lord, he said,
Mm-hmm.
my servant lies at home paralyzed, suffering terribly. First and foremost, he's not coming on his own behalf, but for somebody else.
Uh-huh.
Jesus said to him, shall I come and heal him? The centurion replied, Lord, I do not deserve to have you come under my roof. That's humbleness. That's, yeah, bro.
Here's heart.
But just say, yeah.
Go ahead.
But just say the word. The fact that he knew just him speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And my servant will be healed. For I myself am a man under authority, with soldiers under me.
Okay, so stop. Before I'm gonna have you start and read 9 over again. So is he a religious leader or teachers of the law?
No, sir, he's not.
I'm asking another question. Are religious leaders and teachers of the law men of authority?
They're supposed to be.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Teachers and leaders of the law. That's authority. You have authority. You have rank. You have
Correct.
correct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We just read their language, their heart, how they spoke those men of authority are correct.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Stedman.
For I myself am a man under authority.
Go ahead.
Soldiers under me. I tell this one, go, and he goes. And that one, come, and he comes. I say to my servant, do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to those following him, truly I tell you, I have not found anyone in Israel with such great faith.
Hold on.
I say
He haven't found anyone where?
in Israel,
Where's Israel? Who was in Israel?
the teachers, the Pharisees, and
All the who?
Sadducees.
Said my wife just said it. Go ahead, babe.
All the teachers of the law, the Pharisees, the religious.
All the religious people. That's where the religious base was, right?
Yes, sir.
But when Jesus heard this from the centurion, he was amazed.
Praise.
And he looked around. Truly, I tell you, I have found no one with such great faith. And I say to you, many will come from where, Stedman?
The east and the west.
From everywhere.
Yes, sir.
And they will take their places at the feast with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the subject of the kingdom will be thrown outside. Right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all hear the heart? Let's keep going. Let's hold on a second.
Bro,
Go
my
ahead.
bad.
Go ahead, bro.
Just-
Go ahead.
Just going back to 9, the fact that like he know he has authority, telling people what to do and things, but also the fact that he's humble enough to come and fall before the Lord, knowing that the Lord has all authority.
That's key word. I'm a man under authority, although I got men under me.
Facts.
This is how he humbled himself. But we got the religious traditions, the religious leaders who can't even see it.
And he called him Lord while they called him teacher.
What that sound like? Somebody else said that.
It sounds like Judas.
100%.
Judas, can you?
Yep, I heard you.
Bro, also, the fact that like it wasn't like one of his partners that he came from, or like somebody that was at the same stature. It was somebody that was quote unquote deemed under him. And the fact that the Pharisees and things, like, remember when they were sitting at the table and everything, they'll just look out for themselves and their partner, like at the high places, to try to get at the seats and everything. I don't know if I'm making sense, but he was looking for somebody who he knows is under him, but he was looking out for his health, for his care, for his for him to get better. I don't know if it's making sense.
Mhm.
It's making sense in my head. But
No, I got you, bro.
I don't know if I'm conveying it better.
Man, I hope we listening and hearing it in the spirit and seeing it in the spirit. I really, really hope so, because it's important. It's what God desired. Is what Jesus was desired when he was having this dialogue with him. He's trying to show them. He's trying to explain to them and expose what their issue is and what to do to turn it around and to follow him. But they couldn't get past what they couldn't see. They couldn't get past of what they saw him as. They couldn't get past their pride. They couldn't get past their positions. So they couldn't hear, although they had ears. They couldn't see, although they had eyeballs. So when the Messiah was in front of them, they couldn't see. Go ahead, Mama Sue.
I love verse 13. Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go, let it be done just as you believed it would."
Mm-hmm.
And his servant was healed at that moment.
Amen.
Even with that, faith and works work in with belief, because he had to have the faith and everything to know that what Jesus was doing, and works to actually come to him to do that. And of course, you know, the belief of knowing that just with the word that he'll be healed. Just how everything you know, works together in harmony. It's not just one thing and just believing. Because he could have been believing at the house with the worker. You know what I'm saying?
100%. But his belief turned into action. His words reflected where his heart and where his belief was. When he encountered Jesus, his first word was, Lord, humble myself. Lord, I need you. Their encounter with Jesus, they're going back and forth for who he is, prove this, show this to me. Mama Sue, what they ask him?
Who are you?
And Centurion ain't wasting no time. I know who he is. I'm not wasting my time going back and forth asking who you are. And Jesus was what? Amazed. We still in 8. Let's jump down to 28. We almost done. Watch this. What's the title of this story if you got your Bible open? Jesus. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mama.
Jesus restores 2 demon-possessed men.
All right. So when he arrived at the other side in the region of the garden, 2 demon-possessed men coming up from tombs met him. They were so violent that no one could pass that way. Where do you want with us? Who?
Son of God.
Mama Sue, what the Pharisees and the teacher law asked Jesus?
Who are you?
Why can't religion see what the enemy what the enemy can see? Why can't religion see it? Have you come to torture us before what?
The appointed time.
So not only do they know who he is, they also know what?
His timing.
Why doesn't religion?
Their hearts are blocked from seeing what they need to see. And I feel like when you were talking earlier, they don't ask a lot of why or how questions, like, why do you say I don't know the Father? How can I know the Father? How can I get into heaven? How can I do these things and be a better person? When he was giving them all these truths, saying, you know, you're not following the Father. You don't know me, because if you did, you would be doing the right thing.
100%.
It's funny because my bad, bro.
Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, they told in this air quotation marks, they know that their father is Abraham. So like that, it goes back, you know, to the heart and the questioning part of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact of knowing without being humble enough to like, well, man, I could be off. What you got? And hearing the words rather than, you know, judging everything else.
100%. Jesus shows up in front of the teachers and the leaders of the law. We got to have this back and forth. You can't see it. You refuse to see it, like Stedman said. You shut your heart off. You can't humble yourself to say, oh, come show me what you got. You don't want to be a Berean. But then he comes across a centurion. The language and the dialogue is different. He come across demons, and the language and the dialogue is different. Ain't that interesting? Should the enemy know more about our Father and our Messiah than his believers and followers? Should it be more important to him than it is to us? Go ahead, Mama Sue.
It just reminded me in 1 Corinthians where we read where, you know, if you are if they are weak, then you become weak. If they are strong, then you become strong. That verse that we read about them, like meeting them where they're at to be able to open their minds. It just reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm. Open your hearts, open your minds, open your ears. God is trying to reveal things to his devout, to the ones that are looking and searching and seeking him. How can you be searching and seeking him when someone shows you something, presents you something, and you've shut your ears, you've closed your eyes? How are you continually to seek him? Is that because the Bible said test every other spirit, one out of 10 spirits? Right? Or test every spirit?
Every spirit.
Why are religion and religious people so blind to what's going on? So blind to what God is trying to reveal and to what he's trying to show? Why are you more committed to the religion than you are to the one who you say you're following? Why is it so difficult? Why can't they see him? And when you turn on the TV, when you get online and you hear the rhetoric that is coming out of these religious institutions, the words that are being said, it is happening again today. And when you have brothers and sisters that point these things out, instead of people sitting down and having language like the centurion, having language and a heart like the Bereans, they respond and have language like the Pharisees. Language like religious leaders and teachers of the law when Jesus was here the first time, falling for the same tricks and the same schemes of the enemy the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time, or whatever. Why can't they see it? Let's go to Mark, and then we're going to go to Revelation, and we're going to close down. We're going to go to Mark 1. Mark chapter 1, verse 21. Right? Remember when we were talking earlier in the study, how when Jesus was speaking and the way that he was talking, they had never heard these things before. Is that correct? These
Yes,
life-changing revelations that he was doing. So we're in 21. It says they went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, Jesus went into the synagogue and began to teach. The people were what? Amazed at his teaching, because he taught them as one who had authority, not as what?
The teachers of the law.
So they had never heard it like this, and that what the teachers of the law were teaching and what they were doing and what they were doing in the synagogues did not have what? It didn't have what? It didn't have authority. And I'm going to say something. Sometimes you don't know authority until authority show up.
Say that again, bro.
Sometimes sometimes you don't know authority until authority shows. Meaning, sometimes you think authority's in place until real authority show up.
You can fight against that real authority, not knowing what true authority is.
And that's a word in and of itself. How they the leaders and teachers of the law, but they have no authority.
Had no authority.
Authority.
Just then, a man in their synagogue who was possessed by an impure spirit cried out. What did he say?
What do you want with us? Jesus of Nazareth.
You can keep going.
Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God.
Mama Sue, what the Pharisees and the teachers of the law say? What they ask him?
Who are you?
And what the demons say?
I know you.
I know who you are.
Son of God.
What's missing? Religious leaders, people of religious traditions today, what is missing?
They think they know it all. They don't need God. I love what Jesus said. He said, be quiet. Jesus said sternly,
Mm-hmm.
come out of him.
Look at 27. The people were all so amazed that they asked each other, what is this? A new teaching. And with what?
Authority.
So new teaching and with authority that's showing the real heart of God, that's revealing the kingdom and what is necessary to get there, how we need to repent and turn and follow him. And it comes with authority. Then on top of that, he even gives orders to what? Impure spirits, and they obey him. See how life-changing this was to people who were humble enough to let the religious traditions go once the authority showed up? They weren't blind to what was happening, to what was being revealed. What's missing? Somebody read 32 through 34 for me before we close out.
32.
32 through 34.
We're gonna start with that evening.
Yep.
That evening after sunset, the people brought to Jesus all the sick and demon possessed. The whole town gathered at the door, and Jesus healed many who had various diseases. He also drove out many demons, but he would not let the demons speak because they knew who he was.
What's off? Why can't religion know? What are you missing? What can't you see that the enemy sees? The enemy is so prepared and has been preparing since the beginning of time for the war against God and his people. Why are God's people missing it? Or are the religious people and the ones that say they follow him are missing it? Didn't it say in Revelation that all the armies from the kings of the earth will gather themselves to do what?
Wage war against God for the final battle.
All of the religious people just going on about their life, worrying about things on earth, what God can give them on earth. The religious leaders and institutions are teaching them these things about the abundance and getting things here.
Eating, drinking, and marrying.
Meanwhile, the enemy know that destruction is coming and is preparing for it. So it's like a chessboard. An enemy got a strategic plan and chess pieces and set up, and we over there on the other side with checker pieces, ain't even interested in the game, in our phone, thinking it's a game. Life ain't no game. But when you don't have eyes to see, ears to hear, your heart is hardened, and you just float around and move around. And like Mama Sue said, eating and drinking and marrying and moving on until the day that the destruction comes. and then it's too late. Don't become blind to what Jesus is showing and revealing and screaming from the rooftops and showing his people and having his people show people and then people show people. Don't turn your heart. Don't cut your ears off. Harden your heart. Worrying about the cares of the world pulling you away, distracting you. Because if you're not careful, then you'll miss the whole thing. You'll miss and can't see what the enemy know is coming. And that his people and his followers and the ones that seek him, they know it's coming. You will not be in the dark. You will not be caught like a thief in the night. But my brothers and sisters out there, we gotta let certain things go. It's blinding us, it's crippling us, it's making us stumble. And it's wrapped up in a beautiful religious package. So I hope this helps someone today. My brothers and sisters on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, we're going to shut down. I appreciate everybody for watching. Go back and watch if you get a chance. Take some time today and enjoy his Sabbath rest. Dig into his word. Spend some time with him. Sit back and get you some rest and ask him. Ask him to reveal some things to you. Ask him to show you what he's about to do. Ask him to show you what he wants you to do. Pour out your heart. Say, God, what do you want me to do? Just show me one thing that you want me to do. Show me one thing that you want me to say, and I'll do it. And when you get it and when you hear it, do it. Just do it. Just do that. And just keep doing that and do it to the best of your ability and keep doing it and watch what happens. All right. So with that being said, Brother James will be back on next week. We'll be back to our normal schedule. So I appreciate everybody for checking us out. Other than that, 4719, and we'll see everybody real soon.
Yeah. Whatever, yeah. Whatever, yeah. But first I need you. Yeah. But Lord, I need you. Yeah. I'll go wherever you want me to go and do what you want me to do. But Lord, I need you, cause it's not by my strength that I move how I move. On your mission, you really mean business. Can I stop till you tell me I'm finished? Just like Noah, we read it in Genesis. Lay that out how you really gon' finish this. Yeah. But we only be thinking about us, and you where we say we put our trust. Know our words even ain't enough. If we hit the part from me, that's tough. But we did it, showed our faith how we really was living. Being a soldier ain't a martyr, that's different. Yeah. Which one do you think that he want? He want Jesus or Peter before he received that power. 'Cause Lord, I need your power. Wherever you want me to go, whatever you want me to say, whatever you want me to do, Lord, I do. But first I need your power. But Lord, I need your power. Wherever you want me to go, whatever you want me to say, whatever you want me to do, just show me the way and I'll move. Yeah.